Hi, crafty friends. You guys, have you ever used Model Magic to craft with? It is so easy. So I want to show you what I did. I have these molds. The one with the flowers is, I love it. It's one of those IODs. And so what I do is I just put a little bit of cornstarch in there. That way the Model Magic will come out nice and easy. So I only had these in primary colors. I had like yellow, red, and green or blue. I can't remember. So anyways, I was like, well, we'll do the yellow one because we're going to actually paint these and then do a little bit of a distressing treatment over the top of it. So I just kind of smush it all into the mold. And then what I do is I just kind of trim off like around the edge of this because I thought this would be cute for the top of what we're going to do this with. So I'll show you that here in a minute, but I just kind of smush it all in there. And then I have this little like scraper thing, but the edge of it is kind of sharp, not sharp, but it is kind of sharp. Okay, it's sharp. So I'm just kind of trimming that edge again and really try to smush it all into the molds. Now the flower one that I was talking about, the IOD one, it is really deep. So the flowers have a lot of dimension to them, which is super cool. But I thought, ooh, these little edging ones would be super fun. So look how cute that is. So we're going to set it aside, let it start drying. I did the flower one and then I'm pulling it out, or I pulled it out, and then I'm just going to trim the edges and then just kind of cut it up for the parts that I want to use later on. So once we get that all done, then here's this cute little like mason jar that I got at the Dollar Tree. So I took the top off of it off and then used a little bit of Mod Podge and then one of those pieces of paper. Remember when we did the junk journaling? I thought, oh my gosh, let's put that on the bottom of it. And then the top, I'm going to use one of the pieces of the green paper that was in that pack. And then we're going to use those edges, the edging ones that I did with the Model Magic, along the top so that it kind of looks like it's the top part of the jar. You know, it has like the twisty things on it. So that's my idea. Okay, so a little bit more of the Model Magic. And then once we get this on, I'm just going to grab some sandpaper and my little sanding block and we'll just clean up the edges, easy peasy. I like how easy and fast this is. So we'll get that all cleaned up and then it will be ready to move on to the next thing. So I was just kind of playing around with the pieces there. You can see them laying there drying. And I was like, oh, maybe I should do a frame around it. And then I was like, nope. I want to do the top part of that little mason jar. So also with it laying there, I also put a little bit of distressing around the edges. I used one of my ink pads. So you can see here, I know I'm painting everything brown. I know. And then I put a little distressing, but I was like, you know what? We need a little bit more. So I'm just using pretty much like a dry brush technique. I did it with this cream color, and then I also did it with some white, just to kind of pull all of those highlights, but I wanted that to be like the darker background. So then I'm just going to use a little hot glue and put these in place, and it's that simple. So really the hardest part of all of this was the dry time with the Model Magic, but I love that you can paint it. So I think this turned out adorable. I mean, look at all of that detail. All right, friends, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to follow for more.